Margins Podcast.
Super excited about this,
Margins
guys.
Podcast. What do we do here? It's the podcast where we talk about books, the ones that leave a mark, start a conversation,
And stay with you long after the last page.
But today, we're talking about
Carcrash Parker.
in the Haven of Larpers.
So, guys, the reason why we're so excited about this, this is our first arc.
Our first arc. We said early on, guys, how do we get on these lists? Add us. And a voice came.
They did.
Said, go to this website and fill in this and fill in that and fill in this, and then we'll go ahead and get you on the marks. And so we did it. By we, I mean Cristiano here did it. But yes, this is how we began our journey. So from this point forward, we will be doing any of the arcs that we cover will be here on our shorts. Why? We can't talk about it all.
Yeah.
Guys, we don't want to do spoilers.
We can't spoil.
He wants to do spoilers.
I would love to just do an episode of spoilers.
Not me. Not me. Could not be me. But because of that, we're going to follow the guidelines.
Yes. No spoilers
Set
if you do
by
arcs.
said websites and authors.
Yeah.
And we're only going to give you a snippet.
Oh, by the way, what does ARC stand for the listeners?
Advanced Reader Copies.
Okay.
I'm actually looking at one right now. This was an advanced reader copy for Blood Over Bright Haven.
Yeah. So we're excited about this for multiple reasons. One, I don't know about you guys, but I've always wanted to be on a beta list for gaming.
Oh, absolutely.
I've always wanted to be a beta tester.
Absolutely.
But this is basically that, but for books. So you're able to get on a list to be sent early copies of books from your favorite authors or new authors, whatever the case may be. Review them, etc. So we're going to do a quick review of
Carcrash Parker.
Carcrash Parker.
By Ian M. Rogers. Ian, thank you again for allowing us to do this. We went ahead and reached out to Ian and asked if he'd be okay with us covering it, as this is, right before the release of the book. We'll also tag.
I believe the book is released on
the 22nd.
The 22nd.
The 22nd of July.
Yeah.
So we will make sure that y'all have the link. We'll add it into the caption so you guys can check it out there. And yeah, go ahead. And this is going to be Ian's, technically his second book. His first one was the MFA.
Yeah.
The thesis. So check out this one, and I'm sure all the ones to come.
Yeah, we'll put a link for his personal website as well, so you can check out other things that he's done, learn more about the author, and obviously get this book because it's dropping soon.
Yes.
All right. So today we are talking about LARPers, letters, maybe some weird healing power of make-believe.
You have any background with LARPing?
Not personally. Am I familiar? Yes.
Yes. I ran into a big group, not physically ran into, but a couple months back in North Hollywood, I want to say in Studio City. There's a park there right off of Magnolia and what was the exit? I can't remember, but there's a big event going on. It looked like it was just like a Saturday meetup. Event? What was that?
Like LARPing?
Yeah, LARPing. So, it reminded me of, it wasn't my first introduction to LARPing. I'm sure much younger as well, but I always think of, I hope this is well received in the LARPing community, but the movie Role Models.
Yes. Hilarious.
Love that movie. Love that movie. But yeah, I don't have too much background in that. But we'll have to see how that is.
So once again, LARP is live action role play. Okay, so I'm not familiar with it personally, as I said earlier. I've seen it. I've seen events, etc. My original metaphor or example that I gave when I was talking about it was like method acting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's interesting though because it adds another level to the gameplay. So like for like a lot. I'm not gonna say a lot, but there's people who do like D&D.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Right.
It's like method acting or the pursuit of acting mixed with D&D.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's the next level. So imagine if you're, I don't know, playing Yu-Gi-Oh or D&D and you're in character. You know, you are Yu-Gi-Oh or Pegasus.
Yeah.
You know. But anyways, so back to Carcrash Parker. I enjoyed this from a couple of different perspectives. One, I had an overactive imagination growing up. Still do have a crazy imagination. Never got into LARPing per se, but I did like getting lost in stories like this.
Oh, you played the Matrix in the while swimming?
Yes.
You get the red eyes because your eyes were open underwater all the time while you're trying to go.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So I think that just off top, one of the most enjoyable things about the book is that you can just get lost in the imagination portion of it. I will say, flip side of that, if you're not familiar with LARPing or you never heard of live action role playing or you're not familiar with D&D or anything like that, this will take a little bit to get into. Like when you first start reading it, at least for me specifically, it took me a couple pages, and I'm being modest here on a couple. It took me a little while for me to get into like, okay, so now I've entered the role, the world. Like, you know, I personally think that writers need to build a world for their readers to sit in, their imagination to sit in. And I think that took a few pages for me to get into. But once I did, I enjoyed it. And the best way to, or the easiest way to get into it was the characters. But did you have more to say about? No,
I was thinking the same thing as far as I think a lot of the world building that had to happen at the beginning was basically the book letting the audience know what LARPing was and what the community was. So that's why I said what you were saying basically. If you aren't familiar with it, there's a lot to take in, but the book does that. And so for those that aren't super familiar with it, it might be a bit of a slow burn, which is the only knock that I not even a knock, but that's the one thing that I said. It's a bit of a slow burn at the beginning.
Yeah, for sure.
As you're going through that. But it pays off. It definitely pays off.
Especially if you're like one of the people who like character development. Honestly, for me, it's the growth, I guess, if that's what you want to call it, for like Glimerick, right?
Yes.
I think that there's a lot of growth in the protagonist in this book.
Was it at all what you expected?
I'm not gonna lie. I liked the cover. So my first
that's what I was getting
was the cover.
To. Yes.
I love the cover. 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, however you want it, whatever scale. I really enjoyed the cover.
I think Stranger Things has done like a similar drawn.
It gives you that Stranger Things vibe.
Yeah, which I love. That's I say that as a compliment because I think that encapsulates that age group and that kind of demographic.
For sure. So in terms of the cover, great. Synopsis of the story was also pretty good. Just like face value. Once I got into the story, I did, like I said, it was a slow burn. But I immediately did like Glimerick and how quickly it introduced the important characters of the story. A lot of times in novels, it takes time to introduce all the main characters. You'll basically meet most of the main characters like immediately. That's just when you start reading. I think that, at least for me, because I'm not like huge into LARPing, one of my hurdles was understanding the fantastical versus the reality aspects in some of the things. So, for example, and that is explained. I'm kind of getting ahead of where we are in the outline, but like, so, for example, in the book, there's people who speak like thee, thou kind of thing, and you have people who speak just like me and you.
Yeah.
With a lot more F-bombs.
The world dialect versus
world dialect.
Mythical or
mundane.
Yeah.
Like the mundane, they have the mundane world dialect versus the high dialect or like the fantastical one. And at first I was like, I had to like go back and like reread and stuff. I'm like, am I tripping? I'm like, oh no, that's just, there's a difference. And then I believe it's like in chapter 2 or 3, and Glimerick, who's a bard, he talks about this like, oh no, this is on purpose. This is because some people are acting that out at that moment. Like they're in character, so they're talking like that. Not everyone talks like that. Some people talked in regular mundane speak, right? And so they'll talk just like you and I. But I thought that was pretty cool. I'm not sure if you have it up, but did you have a quick synopsis or like a summary or a review?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and read our review of it.
Okay, perfect.
That worked out. All right, Carcrash Parker and the Haven of Larpers caught me off guard in the best way. I thought I was walking into a goofy LARP heavy parody, which is true, but underneath all of it, it actually was something really heartfelt. Glimerick's anxiety was way too relatable. He's awkward, self-conscious, clearly trying to keep it together in a world where he doesn't feel like he belongs. And yeah, I felt like we can all relate to that. And then there's Carcrash, who's full send chaos, surface, and then the tension between those two characters carries a lot of emotional weight without the story ever losing humor. As I said before, the first few chapters are a bit of slow burn. World building is clever, but it leans heavy on in-world lore and can feel dense if you're not already into LARP. Once the story kicks into gear, though, the emotional beats start landing and the pacing smooths out.
For sure.
Yeah, I knocked off a star, or we knocked off a star, because we think there could have been a little trimming there.
Yeah.
That could have helped readers connect. But overall, it's weird. It's sincere. It's honest. And if you're if you ever use fantasy to process real life stuff, this will hit home. We received this arc through Book Sirens. Really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Looking forward to anything Ian does in the future.
For sure. Just to piggyback off of that, one of the things I really liked was how relatable Glimerick was. Whether it's like you as you are now, or you when you were in high school, middle school, or whatever, like we all suffered from some level of anxiety, social anxiety, speaking up, and like there's actual parts in the book where like he's like, I don't know if I should, like, he wanted to say things and he just didn't say them, or there's certain parts where he did say them, but basically the gist of it is that he's inspired by Carcrash Parker.
Yeah.
But at the same time, later on, you realize how much Carcrash Parker could be inspired by him too. Yeah. And like I think that's very real life, where we take different things from people, and it ends up being a lot more impactful than we know or can give credit to.
As well as the whole aspect of using, we both have had, anime, movies, any type of entertainment or storytelling that lets us escape, but But even sometimes during that escape, we find the answers to what we need in the real world.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, absolutely. Always want to bring it back home.
Yeah. I feel like that's what this book does. Again, guys, you guys got to check it out.
For sure.
July 22nd. Ian, again, thank you for letting us review this. Looking forward to more of your work.
Yeah, hopefully one day, once it drops and things start to roll out, we can have you on for a quick segment, ask some questions. I would love to pick your brain about the writing process, the character building process, world building process, and publishing process. Like this, I actually have quite a few questions for you. But yeah, all in all, great read. If you love fantasy, if you like LARPing especially.
Yeah. If you've ever been interested in it, this is a great book to start off.
Just theme-wise, I think that it's really good. If a good fantasy, you can tie it back to like real life, everyday, interpersonal things, and this has a lot of that. Like the undertone is full of it, so I do think this would be a good read for anyone. It's not a crazy long read, so you can get through it pretty quickly, and I think this is definitely a TBR kind of thing.
Add it to the TBR, guys.
Please do. And we'll make sure to drop the links for Ian. We'll drop links where you can find the book. And if you guys have more questions, feel free to reach out to him. And look forward to reviewing more arcs. It was kind of difficult to build this without spoiling anything. So if you guys have any extra questions, please feel free to ask us, and we'll forward those questions to Ian. Because we can.
Read the book. Read
the book first.
Read the book, guys.
Read the book first.
Yeah. But again, thank you for joining us on this short. Check out our full episodes on YouTube.
Every Thursday.
Spotify, Apple, all of them.
Audible.
All the good ones.
All the places.
All the places.
All right. Well, thank you guys for stopping in. This is the Margins podcast, our first arc review short. And we'll see you next time.
We'll see you soon.